Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Springwell, where today we're going to be doing some silage making in our lovely Claas Jaguar 840, and I have a little thing that I've made. Ooh, I did a thing. I took the pickup header from the... what did I take it from? The Rostelmash forage harvester, the grass pickup header, and I made me a Claas PU300HD, which looks a bit wonky because it is a bit wonky, but it works. It's a bit of a placeholder until somebody comes out with a proper looking one. It's, you know, it looks legit enough to fit as a PU300. Okay, that camera was weird. And the reason I'm doing silage is because there's one silage pit on the map that I have not tested yet, and I want to see how it works. I've got a couple of bugs to report to Chris once I speak to him again, and I'm also using the seasons mod, because why the heck not? I haven't tinkered with it to make short seasons yet, so there's still the redonkulously long 10-day seasons, but that's easily done in the save game XML. Actually want to Landy was not lying last night. Landy and I are still discovering things about this mod, so there will be some interesting things going on where I'll just occasionally flick things up on the screen. Control, shift. Okay, you can... ah, yeah, that is a left offset, isn't it? So let's turn on... let's unfold the pickup, because I forgot that the pickup needs unfolding. Let's get it turned on and lowered. And let's hop in cab with inspector turned on, so that I can see the chaos that I am creating. Which hopefully... is this actually going into the thing? No. That is interesting. This trailer on Giant's Mod Hub appears to have issues with loading. Because I had the same issue when I was testing it last night. It is the Broughan 18-foot silage trailer. And a fun little fact, I found the Giant's testing protocol. It is available to Giants. To like anybody who's got an account on Giant's Mod Hub. And yeah, under those protocols, that trailer should not have been passed. Although I do think it's in the beta section. Although the exact same protocols, both code, well, the following maps should not have been passed fit for release. The original Chellington, V1 of Chellington, should not have been passed by Giants. Coldborough, Fichtelberg, and the Lowfolds, that new Scottish map. None of those maps should have passed the Giants testing criteria. I've just realized that my game volume is low because I was testing stuff last night. I was testing, in fact, this very header last night. And then some tweaks I made to the map that I am going to raise with Chris. Not done in this version because it would have required me to delete some stuff and I'd lost a bunch of stuff. Can I get you up to 100% exactly, please? There we go. So let's hop into the JCB and bring this to the yard. So, the reason we're doing silage, number one is I wanted to show off that pickup header. It's actually the primary reason. Is there a second gate on this side over here? No? Okay, I'll just make one using the hedge. Hey, look, new gate. Woohoo! What's the quickest way through? Which is this way. Not this side of it, but this side, and then let's go around the fertilizer tank. There. Shoot down here like that. And as you can see, we've got the first silo covered up. All nice like. So let's get this grass into the second silo here. It's the only pit I haven't really tested. I did test... ironically, I did test this one in my little tweak. I have not tested it in this version of the map. So let's unload. This should look a bit wonky in theory. Yes. And whatever's going on with it, it doesn't like unloading, so I gotta actually use the chaff to make a ramp for the trailer. Believe it or not. It's actually what I'm doing at the moment, is using the chaff to make a ramp so that I can unload the trailer fully. Because for whatever reason it doesn't like unloading the way that I'd like it to unload. But it is working. I mean, you can quite clearly see it is unloading. There we go. It's the trailer fully unloaded and that small corner of the pit filled. Interesting, it's giving me the exact same reaction as it did last night. So that's something that I need to bear in mind. In reality, you wouldn't ever do grass silage in 0 degrees Celsius weather. But it is something that I can do here, because that's the way that the game works. That's the way it's working here. And yet again, apologies if there are frame rate issues. I'm just seeing OBS flashing up, hey, you've got issues. Which OBS is seeming to have issues of late. I'm not entirely sure why. What I'm going to do real quick is just, whoops, just toggle loud mode. We'll take almost all the HUD down. Just leave up the small bit up at the top. Well, basically leaving the inspector mod up, because that's the only bit that I really need. I did come around with the mowers on the 8R last night and I did mow this up. And yeah, everything's working fine with the header, which is nice. Oddly, there is a straw. Okay, so it's not too happy if the tractor gets too far behind. That does appear to be an issue with the game as opposed to the harvester or anything. Possibly the trailer. Probably the trailer, actually, because of the height of it. But I did come around to the mowers, triple mowers on the 8R, and then windrowed it up afterwards. Gonna get the JCB to actually just nudge further ahead, fast track. Because in theory, this is probably gonna work a bit better. There we go. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to take the GPS HUD down. Not the GPS HUD, the inspector pod. And just get a screenshot real quick. If I were to stay on the windrow, which I did not, That could screw up, follow me. That did screw up, follow me. Okay. Come on. There we go. Just slow right down to a reasonable speed. And I think the trailer is actually full. Yeah, trailer's full. Hooray! Off we go back to the yard real quick, and we'll use the wheel and pedals because I have it. I would love that. One thing I would love is the side panel. I'm not going to do all the silage today. It's just kind of showing off the thing, the pickup header I did more than anything else. Which, you know, it's a nice little thing that there's not many New Holland harvesters and stuff around here. It's mainly Jags, which is the reason that I did the PU300. Is if I see, like, no, most of the forage harvesters I've seen, I have seen a couple of big X's. Never seen New Holland, never seen a Rosselmash. But the majority of them, they've been Jags. And here we go again with the basically the musical unload, and hoping that it's gonna unload a reasonable amount. I think if I make use of the little ramp I made, this should work a bit more happily. Or if I just slowly edge it out of the silo entirely and use the dang it, use the wheel loader to this is incredibly fussy about where it can tip. There we go, it's the trailer emptied. And what I'm going to do now is actually come in with the wheel loader, because I think, well, I know I'd like to get it looking a bit better. So let's get F1 up here. We should be up near 100% compacted because it's only been 2 trailer loads. 15% is good, but it'll compact up to 100% fairly sharpish. And all I'm going to do is just bring the chaff down to the back of the building. It's going to keep compacting because that's the way it works, but all I'm going to do is just bring the chaff down and pile it as high as I can, basically, much like the other pile. Much like the other pit. One thing I did notice, and Chris, if you're watching, hopefully I've told you this by now, the pits don't work. I could compact this to 99%, save the game, exit, come back, and it'll be down to 0% compacted. I don't quite know why, but that's a thing. That's a thing that happens on this map. And it seems to be some sort of weird glitch that happens with courseplay, bizarrely. It seems to be courseplay causing the issue, so I don't know if it's something Chris can fix, or if it's something I'll need to uninstall courseplay for, or update courseplay for, and I knew I forgot to do something this morning. I forgot to update courseplay, because of course there was an update. There's always a courseplay update, Dave. Why did you forget to update courseplay? I don't know, Dave. Mainly, probably because I'm a moron. So I am using the bucket for once. which I do prefer using the... those of you who watch regularly will know that I prefer using the buck rake, which is the silage fork. But, you know, change is as good as the rest. So I'm going to use the high-tip bucket today. Mainly because that's what was attached to the loader in the first place. And I couldn't be bothered finding out if I had a buck rake on the map, and then getting the buck rake, and then putting the buck rake on the loader, and getting the loader over here. Nah, it's just much easier to just grab the loader, bring it over. And the really nice thing is, with the way the silage works now, this looks legit. And this is how it is done in Ireland, is you'd get the wheel loader, and it's almost exclusively a wheel loader. And it's normally either an old Volvo or a JCB, just like this one, but that'll be it with a buck rake, not a bucket, unless you're doing corn silage, in which case it sometimes is a bucket. And it does pretty much what I'm doing. It just picks it up and kind of dumps it at the far end of the silo to see what'll happen. Then rolls over it a few times just to get it compacted down. It doesn't, however, get stuck because the drivers of these things are much better drivers than I. Seriously, much better drivers. I've managed to get stuck again. Managing to get stuck in one of the heaviest pieces of equipment in the game is not a good thing, Dave. Managing to repeat getting stuck in the exact same manner is definitely not good. So we're 54% compacted with 60,000 litres of chaff and silo. Please tell me that has no collisions, because otherwise I've now got this thing completely foobarred. Oh, that grating has no collisions. I just got a message on Facebook that's really cryptic and apparently referencing the Yogscast. Not entirely sure what's going on. Just been told Zephas and Honeydew are the two names. Okay. Very strange indeed. So that'll do for now. I will finish compacting. What I'm gonna do is oh ho ho, I've just got a second message on Facebook of real serious interest in me. So after this video is done, I will be running off and doing a thing. Because I've just been linked to the SCS Michelin Pack giveaway for ETS2. I have a sneaking suspicion they're somehow linked. What I'm doing, by the way, is I'm moving the tires because they're just getting in the way when I'm compacting and moving about. If you're wondering why I'm just bucketing the tires around, this is the joys of having dynamic stuff on maps. I don't like where the tires are, so I'm going to move them temporarily. Of course, next time I load into the map, the tires will all be back there, but you know, it's nice to have the option, even if it's on a temporary basis. So I don't know why I'm doing this actually, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the other JCB, the fast track. Mr. Lynn's fast track, specifically. Object too heavy. Oh, those tires are too heavy to move. So it must have been game extension, which by the way I've uninstalled now because it seems to just cause a few more issues than I was comfortable with. And just there were conflicts in various different places. Oh, the 700 has finished work on field 9-ish. Don't like how Horseplay gets very, very confused when it's finished work. I will need the HUD up, please. You're in fact finished work, so you can stop. And I can shut you down. Can I sit you on... No. How close do you have to be within viewing range? That close. And I can hop into the Jag. This is not the Jag. I can hop into the Jag. And do exactly what I tried to do earlier. Except with the pipe out. Please. And get a nice screenshot for you guys to see as a thumbnail. Like, now that giant lump is away. Like so. And just because I really can't think of anything else to say or do today without creating a new Horseplay course for the 900 or the 700 even, I am going to call this a video. Actually, once I've got the trailer full again, I'll call it a video. Because I'd like to empty it another time and see if I can get any luck in emptying it all in one go. But once... Come on. Once I have this trailer full and emptied out again, which shouldn't take too long, we'll finish up for today. And next time I'll hopefully find more to do. Because unfortunately, the way the game goes at the moment, there's not that much that can be done. It's just the way it goes. Especially with, you know, grass silage. It's basically wait for the trailer to be in the right place and wait for the trailer to be in the right place and hope the JCB doesn't decide to start ramming you like it's doing already. Okay, I actually had to turn off the harvester because this guy got so confused. Stop following, you idiot. Oh yeah, one more thing that was found recently by on TeamSpeak. I can't remember who did it, and I'm sorry. If you press Control F, right Control or left Control F, you can get high beams. You can change the way the headlights work, which is definitely interesting. That it's a feature in the game that none of us managed to find until now. I don't know how many people actually knew of that function, but it was very much news to me in the last few days. Dave using his racing skills there to nimbly and deftly get in between all the various obstacles on the farmyard and then roll over some tires. Because hey, it wouldn't be me talking about racing if I didn't hit something. 97%. Okay, let's just roll it forward slowly. And why is it just leaving this tiny little fart of a trail? Then if I tap it, it'll unload more. Okay. That doesn't make sense to me. That should be the rest of it coming out. The rest of it coming out now. The rest of it coming out. There we go. And what I'll do is I will, off camera, just scoop all that up into a nice pile at the back and hope that everything doesn't go wonky again. But until next time, I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Spring Wells. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. And if you're new here and you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.